from Los Angeles. This is Montserrat Radio.
In the spirit of the war against fake news, Montserrat Radio presents The Fake News Show, conspiracy news and a different point of view of current events. And now your hosts, Benny Wilson and Thomas Christian.
Good evening. This is your host, Benny, taking my time to getting more intel, more information regarding what's going on right now in the process of the dinar revaluation. And there has been so much drama right now, but so much that between my own business and between my own information, for getting my information for one side, getting all the news from the other side, plus doing my own business, I literally don't have any time for more. So I'm once again broadcasting from my cell phone again, but just to make sure that everybody get their own information, they get their intel and the latest intel that I got. Want to make sure that everybody understand what is the main purpose of Donald Trump by accepting to bomb a country that basically already had enough. Now there's many critics and many things that people are saying that basically are losing the faith on Donald Trump. And I don't blame them at all. But like I said, politics, especially in this world, in this planet, after many years of corruption, of power, of darkness, and hidden agendas, Donald Trump also is a human being. And I believe that he was pushed to do this. Does he knows that he was actually caught up in a false alarm, a false flag? Of course, he does. According to my contacts, he's pushing for another event that will help us all. So basically, the thing is that he had to make a choice. And the choice was either pretend that nothing happened and continue with his agenda, continue that we all waiting. Now that almost basically very near we got the DRB, but he knows exactly that there's other issues that needs to be taken care of. See, by going to Syria and do what he actually did just now, he actually affect the prices of oil, and that will actually trigger a big raise on the prices of oil all over the world. But Iraq needs that raise in the oil. Their currency needs that raise of the oil. So that's why he has to make a necessary evil to make us so we can see the trigger of the GCR, of the current reset. So once the oil goes up, it will benefit the stability of the economy in Iraq. It will benefit the requirements so the dinar can go up in price and raise the value, and also will benefit many other things that they're about to happen. Now, what I'm more concerned about, and this may sound like inhuman for my part, I'm more concerned about the results in the meeting between the Minister of China and Donald Trump. I said it before that my contacts are telling me that something big is going to happen after their meeting is over. Days to come. Now, other gurus are saying that we might see something real concrete in this RB by the end of April to May. Not me. I'm not waiting for that. I'm waiting for a revaluation at any day, at any time. And I believe that's exactly what's going to happen. Why? Because my contacts are telling me the same thing. So what is your intel? Well, I've been telling you for, in the next 36 hours and the next 48 hours. But this time you got a different intel. Your intel you may take it like something strange or or you may take it. I don't know how you're gonna take it, but this is the way it's gonna go. We may see 1 day or 2 days without nothing, and the reason is because they're working behind the curtains to make this happen. I don't know when those 2 days are gonna start. I believe they probably will start next week. But my main contacts, the guys from the elite, although they shouldn't be telling me a lot of stuff, although they told me that they no longer want to tell me the real cruel intel. One of them in particular, my very old friend, he told me that this weekend they might try to pull this off. Exactly. They say that, you see, there's two elites, like I've been telling you. I think I've been telling you for a long time that there's two elites, one on the left and one on the right. But the one in the right, this elite that basically is a lot, I mean, they're really very pushy. And I think they already prove it in many other letters that I actually sent. This group in particular that I really enjoy to see when they actually work. This elite, which name I don't know, and basically I don't care as long they got us together, right? Or as long they got this up. They pretend to come out with something big this weekend. They said that they might come out tomorrow or the next day, but definitely before Monday. So we gotta wait for that. The other intel are telling me that by Tuesday or next week and Wednesday or next week, they probably be quiet. They probably we're not gonna know nothing about it, and then boom, something will come out about it. Now let me remind you what day is today. Today is April 7. We supposed to have something big coming up today. I haven't heard anything big. It is 7:23 p.m. And why did I say that we're supposed to have something big? Well, today is April 7 of 2007. 7 means completion. So I was expecting something really big tonight or today. That's the reason why I broadcasting very late, because I knew there was something that I was really sure that something was going to happen today. But apparently, it didn't happen. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Probably we're only going to find out about it tomorrow. I don't know. But the numbers don't always get wrong. This elite, these two elites that are actually fighting to get this revaluation going. One a later on date. The other elite they want to make this revaluation by the end of May, beginnings of June. But the one in the right, they want to make it right now. That's basically what I've been told. So the factor of surprise that's basically what they're playing for. They're playing for the factor of surprise. And like I've been saying it, and I keep saying it, when this thing happens, nobody will know when it's already there. I don't think it's even going to show the rate on the CVI website at all. I don't think so. I think it will probably come out about a week or 2 weeks after we find out it's been raised. I really do. But let's just assume it. Just let's go for everybody what's going. You know, they everybody just expecting things are developing and what they're actually reporting by the news, and that's what 99% of the people are doing, right? They're watching the news and they expect that this will happen exactly after they got everything filled out, after get everything complete, and then the announcement, and then boom, the RB. Okay, let's go for the flow. But in my opinion, and according to my contacts, are telling me that is not going to happen, and I know already, and I'm telling you already why, right? So it was interesting that many of you have taken your time. Some of my listeners have been taking their time to do a lot of research according to my information, and I really appreciate that. And some of them even sent me a news about George Soros, and they finding out that what I've been telling you is true. And George Soros, I told you a long time ago that you're probably going to hear about him very soon, but so far we haven't heard much about him. And I'm afraid that when we actually got news about him, it's going to be like when he already attacked. There's some of you sent me messages saying that George Soros probably was one of the people who actually conspired against Donald Trump so he can attack Syria and all that crap. We can assume a lot of stuff, but I know for sure that God is in control. So I'm not worried much about that, because there's little control we can do about it to change that. What I know is that the world is not perfect, and sometimes people gotta do dirty job in order to do a good job. Sometimes we have to do evil in order to benefit others. If you can actually accept that fact, but that's the way it is. And what happened in Syria is just an example. Do I believe Donald Trump is part of the New World Order? Of this New World Order, they mean that the order that is actually been affecting us for the last 100 years? No, I don't think so. But there is a New World Order, and that New World Order actually brings the power to the people. And Donald Trump is part of that. And we're going to be seeing a lot of information and hidden agendas, hidden secrets that has been already prophesied for a lot of people, a lot of prophets, that we must see this month. Either this month or next month. But it's definitely going to be this year. And we're expecting that. And I'm telling you, people are going to be really shocked. I can only display to you the information that I've been given. And so far, we're looking good. So far, almost 80 to 90% of the things that I've been telling you have been coming out exactly as I said it. And that's the reason why many people are following me. Now, I'm not looking to fame. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for credit. All I'm looking for is just to give you an information, and you take it from there. Many people have come out to me and said, hey, I really feel good about having you giving me your information, because before that, before you, Benny, I was really confused. I was ready to quit. And I totally understand that. I really totally understand that. But that's how things goes. I think not that I don't think so. I really know that one of the reasons why a lot of people bail out was because of that. Because the current elite, wanted to make sure that you got the message and can quit. I'm trying to get away from a lot of noise. As you can tell, I'm not in any studio, probably outside a building, and broadcasting live. So if you hear anything in the background, it's because I'm right outside a recording studio, and there's a lot of rapping, there's a lot of youngsters, and believe it or not, I can hear the music from here. I don't know if you can hear it now, but I'm basically doing some work over here. I'm also a producer, and I'm just trying to do a lot of things at the same time and keep you informed. So I hope you appreciate that, and I hope that you understand that. For other things that I would like to tell you is that your intel is that we need to see what's going on this weekend. They say that they want to pull that up again this weekend. They said that we're going to have a lot of great news this weekend. What I'm really, really, how would I say, worry about, man, maybe not that's not the word worry about, but yes, I kind of, I don't know. It's just I haven't heard anything from Donald Trump in the meeting with the Prime Minister of China. I just haven't heard anything. Hopefully they come out with a great plan for this RB. Hopefully they come out with a good agreement that can benefit the whole world. And that's basically one of the major things that they are actually debating and planning strategically, right? So other than waiting for something this weekend to happen and waiting for the next week, for those 2 days that they say that we are not going to find out anything about it for 2 days next week. Other than that, I met another guy from a bank, big bank, that talked to me about an hour and a half. And we were talking about all this stuff that was like what's happening. And he came out saying something that really caught my attention. He said that the dollar, it was suffering a lot, and that he really believed that the dollar will collapse at any minute. But we are seeing right now the index. I haven't even checked the index today, but the way he told me was that they're actually planning to drop the dollar big time, big time. So we'll see. I just gotta tell you, we'll see what happens. I know Donald Trump is trying to devalue the dollar, but in a way that is actually being controlled after he triggered the RB or the GCR. As you can see, he wrote this executive order. It's basically doing that. It's gonna be pushing all those countries that do business with us and trade with us, and they need to show the real value of their currency. Now, we haven't seen immediate effect on the markets, other than the next Monday that after he signed the new order, we saw that the markets fell down. We actually, and when I say we, is my contacts and myself, we actually waiting for more effects internationally. We actually waiting for more of that. We know for a fact that they're holding this up in Mosul because everybody's synchronizing. Everybody's synchronizing. If you don't notice that everybody's synchronizing, you got to wake up, okay? All of a sudden, they told us that 70% liberated Mosul, and then they came back for 40%, and then came back for 60%. Now they're reporting us on the news that it's 90%. So now that we have 90%, we're supposed to only have 10%. Now they're saying it's immediate victory for Mosul. And these are just the news. There doesn't come out with a government. Okay, there's no announcement that the Mosul has actually been delivered or is free. But this is basically what we got from them. Like I said, they're only gonna give us the information we need, not what we want. And that's how this elite works. That is why I really don't pay attention to news. And if I give you this news, it's because, you guys are being asking me to give you this news. So this is basically what I'm giving you. But what I rely more is on my contacts and my information. And when I say something, it come out later on, maybe next day or something like that. That's what actually cite me, my information. Because these people are open up for me. Not so much as I wanted to, but they are opening up. But that's basically what's going on right now. I still feel very good about it. I still feel very strong about it, about that we are going to see a revaluation of the dinar at any minute, at any day, at any time. Maybe tomorrow we're going to wake up and there you go, a rest of the value. I don't know. But I do believe that this is going to shock everybody. So for now, Please pay attention to the news, because basically you'll see how everything will develop. Pay attention to the news about the oil prices, about the dollar declining, about Iraq in the process of all these reconciliation laws, HLC, everything, all the crap. Pay attention to the news. Share information between each other. Because as much as you share information, you'll see little by little how everything will develop. And it will get you going, because you feel good when everything going in your side, and it will help you in your faith. Because faith gets stronger and stronger when you know that your prayers are being answered every day. That's basically how faith works. Also, faith works when there's really bad news and you know deep inside of you that it's going to happen. That's another way of how faith actually works. And many of you have that strong faith. I notice it. I know that because I speak to many of you. Many of you have really strong faith. That even when you find out about bad news about the revaluation of the dinar, you don't care. You say, I know God is going to give me. I know God is going to deliver us. He's going to deliver us the freedom for everybody. No, now that I admire from you, because you're getting my point. And I encourage you and your churches to pray for this to happen. One more time, I encourage you and all your congregations and all your churches to do massive praying so this can happen at any time, at any soon time. And if you do that, please send me a video, send me pictures, post it on Facebook, show the world what you've been doing. Show the world that you have faith. You can encourage faith into others, other people. And that will be beautiful. Because, whatever you post on Facebook, and you post it by tagging my page, it will stay there forever. You can actually bring your people after we exchange and say, look, this is what we did. Look. And it will help others. It will help the faith from others. It is beautiful. It will help your next generation what we did in this painful wedding. I'm just giving you good ideas. Even that, another thing I wanted to tell you, and that's before I leave. One of the most hardcore bankers of the elite came up to me one day. And he told me that he only believes about faith when he see all these things being posted on Facebook. And he said that so far I've seen nothing. That's why he told me that. And that's what I'm telling you this. Not for him to believe that there's people that actually have a lot of faith. No. I'm telling you because it's a great idea. Because we are almost there. We are almost done. I'm telling you. We are almost there. We just right in front of the door. So it's time right now just to live proof of our faith. It's time right now to just ask the pastor, let's do this. Just one day, let's pray. So the whole world can be delivered free. Let's do that. And leave that in Facebook. So your generations and generations will see that your faith was not in vain. That your faith was that strong. This is beautiful. If you only knew the information they just gave me, I cannot display it because I'm being monitored all the time. If you only knew what I know, you'll be shocked. What I can tell you right now is that this elite is about to pull that out. They want to pull that out this weekend. Let's just hope that they do. Seriously. Thank you so much for your attention, my friends. And I will see you next time in another edition of the Fake News Show. God bless everybody.
Thank you for listening to the Fake News Show with Benny. See you next time for more conspiracy news, current events, and intel from the most controversial show from Montserrat Radio.